Hello and welcome to another update video about Link. Little convincing price action here on the Link chart to the upside. While Link is holding basically here the neckline of this inverse head and shoulders, it shows weakness. Yeah, it never broke through the previous resistance area, so it did hold the, well, it flipped it for support, you could say, but so far hasn't made a new high. Yeah, as I said yesterday, we had this inverse head and shoulders here on the chart. We tracked the potential bullish scenario because we had 5 waves up into the 3rd of July high. I have since then changed the wave count, so we're going to talk about that, but we had 5 waves up. So we're waiting for a pullback into the zone, which happened, and then that led to a breakout above the neckline of the inverse head and shoulders. It then flipped it for support and seems to be tracking higher, but not in a very convincing way. It looks very choppy, very corrective. The altcoin market generally is suffering right now. Especially because Bitcoin is stuck in a bit of a correction right now. So that doesn't really give the market the hype to rally, from an altcoin point of view. So again, all the gains that were made yesterday, they're already suffering. They're already coming down again. I have made a slight modification to the wave count where I initially had this as this idea here that this was a 5-wave move up in a diagonal structure. I've now changed it. I put the wave 1 here as an ABC. Then here the wave 2 as a correction, yeah, and now the wave 3 unfolding where we had the A wave already, the B wave down might have happened, and now we could be in the C wave due to the strong move up. But diagonal patterns are very fragile, so they will move quickly, they will morph and change, so be aware of that. I would go with this wave count as long as we're holding the ascending trend line here, that channel. It's a trend channel in diagonals. That's another reason why I'm in favor of a diagonal pattern here of the whole thing. So yeah, is because it is adhering to the trend channel. So trend channels are often used by diagonals. So I would follow that. Again, you don't really have a high probability wave count here. That's just the nature of the altcoin sector at the moment. Very choppy, you can see that, but lots of volatility. So again, it could be a scaling in, scaling out, can be a possible tactic here, can be a reasonable tactic as long as the ascending trend channel is holding. So pullbacks to trend channel support lines are a potential trade setup, as you know. So again, from a bearish point of view, that's unfortunately what still is possible due to the choppy nature of the advance. This could still be a wave 4 here, part of a wave 4, where all we did was an ABC structure. Yeah. So I haven't put the sub waves on here, but if we get more evidence, this could still be a wave 4 with one more low to come, especially if we break below the neckline support, which is at around 650. 660, 650 is a bit of a range here, but certainly below yesterday's low, right? I mean, the low where we flipped resistance for support, if that now breaks, then yeah, I think we are heading down and would retest those lows most likely, but then you can still pay attention to the yellow support area, which is still relevant all the way down to 530. It's just not a high probability setup at the moment to the upside. That was this one. It was a decent probability, worked out, but it's not following through. And these are the moments when, if someone scales into these support areas here as well, and it doesn't follow through in an impulsive way, and it clearly isn't, then it can be wise to scale out again in resistances. Because, even though we have a breakout, it doesn't convince me at this stage, okay? But we'll see. We're still above the neckline support, but it certainly isn't worth taking risk out here. It certainly isn't a bad decision to take some risk out. Okay, that's my update about Link. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.